Here we go with one last video. We'll do the calculator part in class tomorrow. So we're going to take our first step. What if we just have some function and we want to find the area under the curve? I don't want an approximation. We already know we can use geometry sometimes to find that area. So here's an example where we can, and it's going to set us up for all the future times when we can't. And that's if the function we're trying to find the area under is a constant. So this is a rule. You could memorize this, but you will probably internalize this so much that you won't need to memorize it. It says that if the function f of x is just some constant, then the integral from a to b of that constant is that constant times the difference b minus a. And let's see why. So here is my coordinate system. I have some function y equals c. It's a constant function. That means when I graph it, it looks like a horizontal line. And let's just say, for example, this is a and this is b. Turns out this works whether a and b are positive or negative. It works whether that constant c is positive or negative. But just watch what's going on here. If that's the function c, and I want to find the area under C between A and B, well, if that top is just a horizontal line, then this area has to be a rectangle. So what's the area of this particular rectangle? Well, it's the width, which is the base, which has a distance across it of B minus A, and has a height of whatever that function value is, it's C. So that's how we get C times B minus A. Let's try these examples out. Now eventually you'll be able to do these without making a picture, but go ahead and make a picture here. I have a whiteboard up. There we go. So here's the function y equals 5. And I want to find the area under it from -2 to 1. Well, that's a rectangle. So feel free to use this formula up here if you want, or you could just notice here, what is the width across the bottom of that rectangle? It's 1 minus -2. And I want to multiply that by the height of the rectangle, which is 5. 1 minus -2 makes 3. 3 times 5, 15. Here, no different, even though there's a square root here, I still have radical 2 as my function. It's just a constant, even though it's a stranger constant. Here's y equals radical 2. I want to find the area under this curve from radical 2 to radical 18. Well, what's the width of that rectangle? It's b minus a, so radical 18 minus radical 2. And that whole difference has to get multiplied by the height of the rectangle, which is my function value, which is always radical 2. So here we go. I'm going to distribute. Of course, if you're in the free response section, feel free to leave your answer like this. 2 times 18 is 36. This makes the square root of 36. Minus the square root of 4, which is 6 minus 2, which gives me an answer of 4.